Assalamu alaikum. My name is Dr. Ahsan. I'm FCPS cardiologist, and this lecture is regarding the talks and how to prepare for your talks in the cardiology exam. Now, most of you who have passed the theory exam, I congratulate you all and best wishes for the next step. But thing is, you you're not successful fully. Still, you have two steps to forward. The next step is the talks. And for the preparation of the talks is very much essential as it is essential for the short and long cases. Preparation of the talks is completely different from the short and long cases. So, immediately those who have given the theory after 1 week of rest, I encourage you to start your preparation because you are working on yourself. If God forbids you are not eligible for you fail the theory exam, still you are learning something and in the future you are going to get help from that thing. So numbers one thing is start as soon as possible. Make it 6 to 10 hours per day your session. And for the cardiology talks, there are basically four major sections. We have CAT, we have miscellaneous, we have ECGs, and we have echo based thing. अच्छा, इसके साथ जो है ना आपने करना ये है कि as far as you should start your preparation and 8 to 10 hours per day you should start, and you should have a partner. Reason for that is for the theory exam you can study alone, but for the talks you need a partner because you need to enunciate proper wording. It's very much necessary. So make a partner and keep at least one partner, not three, not four. If you are three, four, then it's better to divide yourself into two groups. Reason for that is when you are further down the line preparation for the short and long echo, more than two people will obviously have questions. Obviously, you will be waiting for their turn and may be seeing their examination and questioning them. So that's why it's necessary that you should at least have one partner, not more than one. If you are three, make it four and split yourself into two groups. That's why you will manage time better. And beside that, you can most of the now seniors will tell you that how pen down your things what you are seeing on the slides. Like if you are seeing an ECG, you should pen it down. It's not necessary that you pen it down if you are doing 2 to 3 times to a session. Like if you are doing ECGs 137 from the life in the fast lane, once you pen down, once you have written, and you would see how my writing is. Is it neat? Is it clean? Am I able to time myself 3.5 minutes or in the 3 minutes? So if you are doing it 2 to 3 times, then you will have a relative idea that how I'm going to perform on the exam. So I think that's enough. Don't overwrite things. Don't write more than 2 times. Once you have written all the twice, you have checked your spellings, you have checked your cleanliness. That's enough. Don't overwrite and write again and again. Don't write daily because it is a waste of time. That's why your time is very much necessary in the okay. Beside that, I want to share few of the things that you can look through your ECG, echo, and all these things. So for the echo, you need to start with the phagogram. Now, thing in the talks, there are two things. One is looking at the diagnosis. That's the number one step. And second thing is writing those questions. So your background knowledge is important also. So for the making the diagnosis, you should know the normal. So in the echo, start with the phagogram. Phagogram will tell you the normal and abnormal things. So once you able to identify the normal or abnormal things, then you can also study related material or related question from that thing also. And when you are writing in the echo the diagnosis should be complete or whatsoever it is. Like if in ECG, I'm giving you example, there is ST elevation MI, but you miss the block, your diagnosis would be inferior wall MI with a Venke back. This is the complete diagnosis, you will get 2 marks. But if you write inferior wall MI, you will get only 1 mark. So writing the diagnosis, complete diagnosis is important. Beside Fegambam, what you can do, there are Q Club by Dr. Hamza. Brilliant. You have majority of most common things that you are able to see in your exam. So focus more on the common topics. You will have 80% score around that, and try to practice it twice to thrice time, and after that you be able to see it. Now, thing is, you need to make your visual memory very much strong. As on regular basis, you are going to see that thing. For example, aortic dissection. You are going to see aortic dissection daily, and the views of the echo and the aortic dissection, or in the case you are seeing aortic dissection, you are able to recognize that is promptly. So your visual memory is important. The more you see, the more you are able to see the diagnosis. The related material is you can also study from the books also. Like there is Sanam Khwaja books, and there is book of Ace the Cardiology, or there is also a book of the Radiant at Dr. Rafiullah. Very much excellent books. And you need to cram information to the by word. Now, in this, cramming is important. I am against cramming, but in this thing, I would encourage you that you should cram every word of it. Reason? Because if you are not able to regurgitate the information in the exam in that short period of time, that 3 minutes are very much short period time. You need to regurgitate is fastly and promptly. Now, if you are seeing a echo of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, then you need to write it all the things in the hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. There is asymmetrical hypertrophy of the left ventricle. I'm able to see systemic anterior SAM, and I'm seeing the generalized hypokinesia of the left ventricle. Whatsoever the thing comes in the HCM, you need to write it down, all the things you should be writing, because if you have that thing crammed up, you are going to write it down very much easily. And thing is, if you don't see all those finding, please write those all finding. Like if you are suppose seeing a ECG with the VT, write these 5 things. Even if you are not seeing AV dissociation, write it down. Reason? You won't they won't the invigilator won't cut your marks, but if you don't write it, the invigilator is definitely going to cut your mark. So this is the smart trick that you can apply. Even in the amyloidosis, if you are seeing amyloidosis, then you need to write all the findings of the amyloidosis. There are 5 or 6, you can write it down. So in the echo, you can do the Feigenbaum, and then you can move up to this would show you normality and abnormality, and then you can do the Q club, or you can get the past material from the seniors, and you can practice that onwards. Beside that, another beginner mistake that most of the candidate do, in the CPSP talks exam, you will get a booklet that have all the questions of the slide. For suppose this is the on this page we have question number 1 of echo station number 1. On the next page I have a question of the station number 2. And the next page we have question 3 of the echo. The clips are going to run on your system, and question are not written on the screen. Question are written in this booklet. So you need to look at the screen, identify it, and correctly see in the booklet the questions. And you need to write on the third paper these answers. So it is very much difficult to do that, but this is very much necessary. For suppose if you are doing a station, if you are on the screen, they are running station number 2, and on the paper you have still on station number 1. You forgot to the change the page, then obviously you are going to do huge mistake. Okay, you are on the screen, you are seeing station number 2, on paper you are looking in the station number 1, and you are writing the answer from of the question station number 1. So that's a huge mistake, and my colleagues, 2 or 3 have done these mistakes, and they have lost a lot of number. Beside the echo, please write neat and in the clean writing. It should be broad, it should be visible. And a few of the seniors say don't write in the short form. But you are short of time, then you can write like beside writing ventricular tachycardia, you can write just VT. Uh, those who are checking the papers, they are cardiologists. So after the writing the VT, when you are done with the station, then if you get time, then you can write in the bracket whole ventricular tachycardia. So that's a smart trick. Another smart trick is if you are not able to write about the find the answer, or on the station you are unable to find what is the uh, thing there, or what's the diagnosis, then you can write regarding the anatomy of that. What's the anatomy and what's the structure like? So you can start writing and seeing the answer, you can write that down. Another trick is if they are asking about the 5 things, if they are writing about the perforation, or they are going to ask about the cat perforation, angiography, angiography complication, then if they are asking 5, just write 5 or 6 or 7, not more than that. You don't need to write whole page up. All right. And if you divide those complication into vascular complication, cardiac complication, pulmonary complication, that will give very much nice impression. All right. And if you are using two pen and blue and black, then also it will give a blue or red. It will give another nice, a better impression. So you can apply these tricks. Okay. Beside that, don't write more than 7 things. If they are asking only 5 things, you are going, they are going to cut your numbers on this. Okay. So beside that, ECGs, you can do the curriculum of Hamza, you can do from the books. But one source that I would like to tell you, do it multiple times. That resource is your life in the fast lane, and it have 137 most common ECGs. Please do that. It would be very much essential for you. Okay, beside the ECGs, we have CAT. You can, there is also software for the CAT. It's very much old. I can't recall its name, but you will find it very much easily. It's like Figambum, which is of the APU, and you are going to see the normality and abnormal things there. But beside that, you can ask any senior to help you with the CAT station if you are getting stuck with that, and move towards the uh, show him that how I have answered these things. Another thing in this, cram everything down. There are 10 to 20 stations that are very much common in every exam. They are going to repeat itself, like mitral stenosis, mitral regurgitation, amyloidosis, POCUM. Identify those stations, and you need to write every answer, cram every answer of that. If you're in the case you are writing over the cardiac coronary perforation, you should remember all the stages of cardiac perforation by your heart. And you are going to regurgitate those information very much smoothly, and tuck tuck tuck, you know the answer. All right. And in the cat, as I have told, there's do that, do the Q club, ask from any senior. Even there is MIC forum of the Hasib Raza, and on the YouTube you can find very much data regarding the you can you can do all the 60 videos, but the most important videos are 40 above. The 40 number above, you can find that very much help. So do the MIC forum of Dr. Haseeb Radha or Dr. Haseeb books, that those are going to help you a lot. Yes. Okay, so I've covered the cat, I've covered the echo, I've covered the ECGs, and the last one is the miscellaneous. And most of the people forget those. Okay, before going to miscellaneous, I'm going to tell you that you should identify the common questions and know everything around those common questions in very much smooth way. If you see those question, their question, you should be able to write those answers very much effectively and very much smoothly. You need to be like Chatur from the three. You need to be like Chatur, like Patakshi. You should know the answer. Okay, so miscellaneous have few things in it. It have cat data. It have CT scan, it have MRIs, it have MPS studies, and it have cat data and cat stress tracings, and it have ECG tracings. All right, EP tracing. Sorry. So these are the few things you need to cover, and I must tell you the miscellaneous are going to be easiest. At least I found those most of the easy. For the MPS, do Dr. Danish Qayyum, Dr. Danish Qayyum lecture. It is very helpful. And if you know how to write those answers, then it will be very easy for you. You can look at the you can look at the answer in the cross-sectional, anterior, inferior, lateral and medial. Those you are going to write from the MPS, and that's going to help you a lot. Okay, beside this, there is Dr. Hamza Q Club that is also going to help you in that very much. For the EP tracing, it's most people find it most difficult, but I've found it very much easy. There is myocardiology lecture available on the EP tracing that is going to help. The trick is first you see the ECG and then you check the lead, few of the leads. Now, 4 or 5 AP dressings are very much important, and that are going to come if the AP dressing is going to come. It's VT, Venki blocks, or AFib and flutters. All right. So these 4 or 5 AP dressing you are going to do. Beside that, there is no AP testing that you are going to, because you are going to give exam of the general cardiology. Scale data you are going to do from the Dr. Haseeb, or you can do the few of the uh, PPTs. There are multiple PPTs available. If you do that K data, that's enough. And K data, you are going to have a TOF, AR, MR, MS, MR, AS, potassium, aorta. Only two things you are going to see. You are going to see step up in the oxygen or step down in the oxygen. Step down means there is deoxygenated blood. Step up means there is oxygenated blood coming from the left side, or there is increased pressure, or there is going to be a normal pressure. So increased pressure means or there is obstruction. So this is the basically blueprint for the care data. For the cat tracing, I found that cat tracing difficult because in my top side questions post tracing wrong. Because I was so confident regarding that I will do it rightly, but unfortunately I did it wrong. But Alhamdulillah, I got passed in the with the good numbers. I was on the top 3, if I can recall. I was on the top 3 in the whole on the Karachi Institute. So cat tracing, you can do DBTs, and cat tracing are also important, and there are only few of the cat tracing you need to cover. There mitral stenosis, mitral regurgitation, and there is Hookham and ACE to differentiate broken Browner phenomena. That's very important. That is likely going to come in the exam. Okay. So beside that, CT scan are going to be very much easy. They are going to give you abnormality like an echo. So that's easy. MR for you guys is going to be very easy because they are going to give any abnormal that is broadly visible to any cardiologist. Like they are going to thicken mitral stenosis, or they are going to give a prolapsed mitral stenosis, or they are going to give a RVOT obstruction, or they are going to give an uh, very much metallic well in the CT scan, not in the MR, RB hypertrophy. So these are the things you need to cover. I hope you find this session helpful, and hopefully you will pass the exam. One thing I say, all give your best and do pray. Ask your mother to pray for you, and do pray for yourself, because dua have so much power. It can help you a lot. So thank you very much for listening. Best of luck for your talks.